Happy Easter everyone and welcome to your checkpoint for March. Goodness, I'm so glad to be off college for the next 2.5 weeks because I'm going to spend this time hopefully very productively preparing for my exams. I hope you'll have a wonderful Easter. I'm not sure if you'll be like me in the sense that you'll have exams to prepare for, or if hopefully you'll be taking a well-earned break. But I actually have quite a lot to discuss this month, so let's go ahead and start with saying a big thank you for the support on my recent videos, especially the one about playing Minecraft for fun. You guys really enjoyed that. It got like over 2,000 views, which I'm very thankful for, and you really enjoyed the builds I made in the video as well, which was sort of the main point because I loved making them, and I'm going to continue playing Minecraft off screen as well as for videos, so hopefully we can make my world grow even better and even cooler. So thank you very much for that. I also liked how many of you said that you should just do the same, and you agreed. I've hopefully inspired quite a few of you to just play Minecraft without any strings attached, just have fun. And yeah, that makes me really happy. The other huge video I made this month was of course the One Piece Part 2. Jeez, this was an insane video to record because I basically did it over a few days, spanning out the 24-hour time limit. And I read something like 13, 14, 15 volumes, something like that. So it was a lot of reading, but it was definitely worth it. And I'm really happy with how that video came out. I haven't really edited a video like that before where I had so many clips from different times in the day and so many clips from different places, but I think it came out quite well. I really enjoyed editing that one. It was actually really fun to edit, and so even if you don't enjoy One Piece, just in the sense of how I edited that video, I hope it was still enjoyable for you. The eventual part 3 to that video will come out, but I'm talking months down the line. It will happen, but I'm just not going to put a date on it. But yeah, this Easter is going to be quite a bit of exam preparation for me. I have my end of year exams, which sounds a bit soon because it's only going into April. But yeah, my college is having them quite early, which means I have to start knuckling down and actually revising for them. Gosh, next checkpoint, I've done all my revision and I'll have done 2 of my exams. So that's quite crazy to think how soon they really are. I'm also hoping to spend quite a bit of the Easter having fun though. I've picked up a few new things which I'll talk about later in the checkpoint, but I'm also hoping to spend time with my friends who I haven't been able to see if they don't go to my college. So yeah, spending time with them, doing some sports, going on day trips out. It should be a very nice Easter break. And of course, Easter is an important time of reflection, thanking our boy, Jesus Christ. So yeah, Easter Sunday, which is when this video will be uploaded. I'm spending it with the family, as hopefully all of you guys will be doing too. So it will definitely be nice to spend some days in Easter with relatives of my family as well. So I'm hoping it's going to be quite a productive but still very fun Easter break. Now, what is going to be on that fun side? Well, as you'll know if you've watched this channel, I'm a big fan of the Dark Souls series and the Soulsborne games in general. And so I am about 20 hours deep into Dark Souls 3, which is suddenly become such a cool Dark Souls. But the recent bits I've been playing have been so good. I fought Pontiff Sullivan, who is this insanely cool, like, dual-wielding sword boss. They just had, like, the quickest attacks, and actually getting that fight down and learning the attack combinations was so satisfying. And then the other boss was Aldrich, which is basically in Anor Londo. This won't mean anything to you if you haven't played Dark Souls, but basically Anor Londo is this place that was in the original Dark Souls game, and seeing it in Dark Souls 3 is so cool because it like captures that nostalgic vibe, but it's changed so much. The place you fight Aldrich is the place you originally fought another pair of bosses called Ornstein and Smo, and seeing how it's changed and become like basically decrepit and dying and rotting is very cool. So over Easter break, I'm hoping to play a lot more of Dark Souls 3, and then another game I'm playing, which I literally picked up today, is Final Fantasy VII. I have never played a Final Fantasy game. I've never even played a JRPG. The closest I've played to is Pokemon. And apart from that, I haven't played like a traditional JRPG. So I'm very excited to play this game. I've played about 3 hours so far, and it is very interesting. I have so much to talk about just in the battle system alone. And once I've beaten the game, I think I'll definitely be making a video on it. Like I beat my first JRPG or I beat my first Final Fantasy game. If you guys would want to see that, please let me know. And on that topic of videos, I have quite a few things like that where I want to make videos for them. For example, the Final Fantasy video, I want to do a video beating my first Zelda game properly. I think that'd be really cool. So if you'd be interested in those types of videos, let me know. And also, I actually did a poll recently, basically where you guys could decide what my next video would be. I let it go for 24 hours, and at that point the video was my beta world tour, and then I've let it go, like obviously it's continued on, and it's actually been overtaken by a Breaking Bad video. So needless to say, after this checkpoint, the next video I make will be a Breaking Bad analysis of my favorite scene in the show. Breaking Bad is one of, if not my favorite shows ever. So I'm really glad that a lot of you guys were actually hyped for me to make a video on it, and I'm really excited too. I have a lot to say about a very specific scene that the first time I watched it, I was just enthralled by it and just taken in by the amazing acting. And on subsequent rewatches, it's just such a good scene. There's a few scenes from Breaking Bad I go back to and watch, but this scene I've watched probably 20 or 30 times. The next thing I have to talk about is quite sad. Now, I don't have a YouTuber of the month because, to be honest, I haven't been watching a whole lot of YouTube. I didn't want to just shoehorn in a suggestion which wasn't genuine, so I'm taking this segment of the video to talk about Akira Toriyama's passing away. I have never even read or watched Dragon Ball, but the fact that when I saw this, it had such a large effect on me means it had an even larger effect on so many other people. Because just as a manga fan, I know how much Akira Toriyama's work influenced the entire genre. So needless to say, I'll definitely be picking up Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z eventually, because I have to now. I have to honor this man's life and work. And of course, it's a series that's always been in the back of my mind. I've always known I'll enjoy it when I read it, and so this has given me another reason to, and just honor the legacy of someone who's influenced my favorite genre of manga. And to wrap this up, as always, I've got to read some of your guys' checkpoints. Something very cool I get to say is that the person I shouted out in the last video, Tenors, actually commented on the last checkpoint, which is so cool. Obviously they're a big inspiration to the channel, but the fact they actually left a checkpoint style comment was even cooler. They said they sort of forget that people watch their videos and they see a number growing rather than individual people. And sometimes they feel like they're putting in a load of effort for no reason, but it was nice to hear that it's worth something for someone. And as a fellow content creator, I totally get that. You never really realize how many people, individual people, watch your videos until you see comments and things like that. Because it is very easy to just see the number and not understand that many people, that many individual people have watched and enjoyed your content. But absolutely, I'm very happy to say that I love your videos, man. Thank you so much for the comment and the support. Next comment I'll read is from Jube, and they said, I've continued to pursue my passion for music, and I've also picked up the drums, piano, and trombone along with the other 4 instruments I already play. First off, that is crazy, because that, using my maths, that is 7 instruments that you play. That is wild. Learning one instrument well is difficult enough, but the fact you play 7 is so cool. They also said they've applied for a job, but they haven't been called back yet. And I really hope that this month you've been able to apply to potentially some other places and maybe secure a place somewhere else. Because obviously it's so hard to get a job, especially when you're younger, because so many places just aren't willing to take younger people. So I wish you the very best in finding a job this month, and I hope you've had a great checkpoint. We'll go ahead and wrap this up with one last checkpoint from Seals, and they said that they had a pretty nice February and they played their first live show. This fits quite nicely with the last checkpoint where they played 7 instruments, and Seals played their first live show on the guitar in their friend's band. That's so cool. I hope it went really well and you had a great experience doing it. They also said they've been learning some insanely difficult songs on the guitar, but the important thing they realized is that you don't just need the skill, you need the patience and dedication. That's exactly what this is all about. And it's very cool that you realize that. So I wish you the best with learning those difficult songs and hopefully playing more live shows in the future. But that's pretty much everything I have to say this month. I also just want to say a huge thank you for 1 year on this channel. It is insane to me that a year has already passed. We've done so much, I've made so many cool videos, and I'm really happy for all the support that I've got throughout all of them. To each and every one of you that left a comment or just liked or even just watched a video of my last year on YouTube, thank you so much. I look forward to bringing you hopefully many more years of a brief intermission. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, have a good one.